Now, whoever does find this shark, what we'd like you to do is bring it to the gift shop on Pier 4, and they have a special prize for whoever is holding that small red shark. Who's holding that shark there? Anybody? There it is, right?
Animals in the sea adapt to a very different environment. Many are cold-blooded and have gills, scales, or shells. But what about mammals in the sea? Animals that breathe air and are warm-blooded. How do they survive? You'll begin to find out as we explore adaptations of marine mammals called whales.
I'd like to introduce you to two of our Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. And the other dolphin that you see here in this pool, his name is Nalu. Now today we're going to explore some of the very interesting characteristics that make bottlenose dolphins such a successful species that lives in an aquatic environment. With the help of the two large video screens, we can actually add some fun and educational pieces about dolphins throughout the demonstration. Now what we're going to look at is some of the ways that bottlenose dolphins have adapted to life in the water. Now do you know which characteristics of a mammal that you share with an Atlantic bottlenose dolphin? For instance, do dolphins have hair? Do dolphins have lungs? And do dolphins have milk? Well, what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to give you the opportunity to make some of those choices. What we'd like you to do is to raise your hand, make some noise, clap, if you think that dolphins have any of these characteristics. Now, I'm going to call the characteristics out, and this is a large crowd. Let's see if you can fill this theater with a little bit of noise. I saw you did it before the show started. How many folks out there think that bottlenose dolphins have lungs, for instance? An active crowd. Let's see if you can do a little bit better. That was a great first try. How many folks out there think that see just how smooth and streamlined a Kai is as he zips by those front panels of glass? How about a round of applause for a Kai? Now this sleek profile allows a Kai to pass through water very, very easily. Now that's an adaptation of life in an aquatic environment, but bottlenose dolphins also have many other adaptations, and one of these is sound. They can make a wide variety of different sounds such as squeaks and squawks, whistles and clicks, and right now let's listen to Kai as he demonstrates some of those vocals to you. That's just one vocalization. Listen carefully. Let's see if you can't pick up that second one. Folks hear that? How about a round of applause? Now we like to say that dolphins are vocal, but actually they don't have vocal cords and they don't make the sounds with their open mouths. Instead, they produce the sounds by passing air through very small sacs which are located beneath their blowhole. But that's not the only way that bottlenose dolphins can produce sounds. You might see them leaping out of the water and slapping their pectoral flippers on the surface of the water like this humpback whale is doing, and also like you're seeing a Kai doing. You also might see them slap their tails on the surface of the water. Take a look at Nalu. He's going to show you slapping his pectoral flipper on the surface of the water there. And if you take a look at a Kai, he's going to show you slapping that tail. Now the sound from this impact may travel for miles underneath the surface of the water. Perhaps this sound carries signals to other whales and dolphins. Now this is an efficient way to communicate for whales and dolphins because sound travels much more efficiently through water than it does through air. As you can see, sound travels farther and it also travels much faster. It travels about a mile per second. Because sound travels so well underneath the surface of the water, boat noise can get them up close and also underwater. On each side of the theater, you're going to see our dolphins right at the front panels of glass. Take a look at some of those adaptations that we've been talking about. They make them a very smooth and streamlined animal, and dolphins also have a layer of fat. This is called blubber. This helps to keep them warm in a cold aquatic environment in which they live. Let's take a look at the dolphin's mouth first. To get a good view of their mouths from the video screens, you can actually see their teeth. Well, our dolphins are going to open up their mouths. If you look closely, you might be able to see their teeth as they open them up. There's a small hole located on the top of their head. This is called their blowhole. This is what they breathe out of. You take a look at one of our dolphins on the video screens, and also the dolphins in front of you probably are going to be exhaling bubbles. This is one of the ways that we can tell that the animals are vocalizing. Now the tails of a dolphin are very, very powerful. One of the things you'll notice about a dolphin's tail is the way that they move their tails. Dolphins move their tails in an up and down motion. You can see a guy's turned upside down to show you his tail, and Noller's done the same thing. This is in contrast to the way that fish swims. Fish move their tails in a side-to-side motion. The dolphins move them up and down. On the back of a dolphin is a fin called the dorsal fin. This acts like a rudder on a sailboat. It's used for stability in the ocean environment, keeps them from tipping over when they're swimming very quickly. And those little flippers on their sides, they're called pectoral flippers. The dolphins use these for stopping, steering, and generally basic mobility. Now dolphins' necks are actually a specialized adaptation of a cetacean or a whale and a dolphin, and they can move them just a little bit from side to side. It's specialized because their vertebrae there are actually fused together. But they can move their heads a little bit from side to side and a little bit up and down. This will help them focus their echolocation clicks as they're swimming along in the ocean environment. We talked about their tails a little bit earlier. We said that the tails were powerful. Well, how powerful are they? Well, both Nalu and Akai weigh over 500 pounds. And if you thought about lifting your entire body up and out of the water, just as our dolphins are going to show you in a second, that'll just demonstrate just how powerful those tails actually are. Looks like Nalu's not going to do that one. Looks like it's going to have to be Akai. Look at that, folks. That's 500 pounds of dolphin up and out of the water. Now, porpoising, or actually leaping out of the water, is one of the ways that dolphins can maintain a very fast swimming speed, and it also allows them to take a breath of air as they swim. Take a look at all those dolphins porpoising up on the video screens. You can see them swimming very, very quickly and actually leaping out of the water. Right now, Akai and Nalu are going to show you their version of what we call porpoising right here in the pool. How about that, folks? That's Nalu. Now, the behaviors that you've seen here today are learned in a series of small steps. The bottlenose dolphins start to learn these small steps as soon as they're born. Now, we've seen this firsthand because we've had two baby bottlenose dolphin calves born right here at the aquarium. What you're seeing right now on the video screens is one of the two births actually taking place. This is Kobe. His mother's name is Haley. He's doing exceptionally well. You can see he just entered the world right there. Coming up to the surface of the water for his first breath of air, taking a breath of air. Both of those calves are learning these small steps or approximations, and they actually are starting to have their own little behavioral repertoires. Some of the animals are starting to mimic and follow their mothers on certain behaviors. They're starting to learn some of the behaviors that the big dolphins do. In addition to having a very successful breeding program with our harbor seals and with our bottlenose dolphins, we also act and participate in what we call stranding network. This helps to rescue and rehabilitate animals like this pilot whale that are beached along the shorelines. Take this little seal, for example. This seal is actually being released back into the ocean after a successful rehabilitation here at the aquarium. This little guy came in weighing about 25 to 35 pounds. When he was released back into the ocean, as you can see, he weighed closer to 100 pounds. It's part of the admission price that you pay each and every day, and it helps to fund very important programs like our breeding program and also like our program that helps with the Marine Mammals Training Network. So we'd like to thank you for that. Those are very important programs. Thank you very much. Now, one of the most familiar questions that we get throughout the day is, how do we tell all the dolphins apart? They look so familiar. Well, it's very easy. We take a look at different nicks, cuts, scars, and spots that each individual animal has. Let's take Nalu, for example. Nalu's out here in the front pool. You might be able to see some of the differentiating marks that he's got. But up on the video screen, we've circled a very small white patch that Nalu has on his tail plume. This is one of the ways that we can tell Nalu apart from, say, Kai or any of the other dolphins that we have here at the aquarium. Another question that we get quite frequently is, what does a dolphin feel like? I see we have a young volunteer here. Someone who looks like she's come to do is put your hands over your head. Good. Now when I count to 3, you jump in. Looks like they sent a Kai over. He's going to take you around the front panels of glass. Make sure you smile and wave to all those folks, because a lot of them are going to be taking your picture, okay? Go ahead. There you go. All the way up. Come on. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, jump in. Did they tell you how to do this? No. Okay, I'm only teasing you there, Leslie. We're going to slide a Kai up, and you're going to give him a big, big rub down. How's that sound? Okay, this is a Kai. When Paul says that we're ready, we're going to walk on right down with him. And why don't you turn around and use your left hand so all these folks can get a good look at you. How about that? Look at that. Pretty soft, huh? All right. You want to walk up in front? Tell all these folks how a dolphin feels like? You grab your hand because it's a little slick in here. Now, Leslie, see all these folks in the theater? Since you didn't jump... Folks, bottlenose dolphins as a species are not endangered. However, many other marine mammals are not quite as fortunate. They're faced with increasing risks due to human activities. Drift nets, ocean pollution, and boat traffic are just some of the problems that marine education groups are right now trying to solve. But they need your help. We hope that by coming to the aquarium, by learning about our dolphins, you'll develop a better appreciation of some of the ocean's most magnificent creatures. In turn, we hope that as you folks go home tonight, you'll start to think about the part that you can play. The conservation of our oceans. How about a hand for Nalu at a time? Folks, if you've got any questions about our dolphins, we'd be glad to try and answer them as best we can. Come on down to the side of the pool. That's generally where we are. If you're leaving the theater right now, we please ask that you leave through the doors beneath the central slide house. Folks, it's been a terrific audience. Come back and see us again real soon. Bye-bye.
That's a flamingo. These are flamingos here too. There's Montecito.
Did you? Well,
Easy boy. Close up.
what's that?
Look at the school angel fish going by.
What's that fish?
Way up there.
Shark is your
Look at that, man.
That yellow shark. Where's that yellow shark? This dude's down here.
Huh? Wow.
I think you're missing them.
There they are.
Where's that small-toothed swordfish?
Here he goes. This might not turn. There she is. There she comes. She fixed the battery on this thing and it's flashing battery. This thing's flashing battery. Camera.
I don't know what happened to it. Let's change it then. I got the other powder there. Let's see if this one works.
Here's the boot. There goes the boot. Going down the hallway, 100 miles an hour.
Is it still flashing battery?
There they come.
Dad, no video with my hair like this.
Why? What's wrong with your hair?
She doesn't
I'm
run.
kinda like it, Dad.
Instead of my bow. Keep going, treads off here.
This is the elevator. The elevator goes on the outside.
Yeah, go along.
You go up there and down.
Get filmed.
Down.
Only got one thing.
I thought it was like the same as a VCR tape, pretty long.
30 minutes.
That all those ones?
There goes Buck. He's going to jail. Get in there. This is the guardhouse where they guard prisoners. Okay, this guy's had it. You're in for life.
Okay, let me out. Maybe I might want to take a
This is a
reverse
shell.
turn and stick you in there.
Look, very. It's only like at the top there.
Get in there, Dad.
I'm inside. Looking out. Leak.
Let me see what it's like in there.
That's where they kept the Civil War in
In
prison.
there. Oh my God, could you imagine?
Get in here.
Could you imagine being in here?
Yeah. Yeah. Take shit more. Here's where you pissed that down in that little hole in the floor. There's Linda outside. She's guarding us. This is the flag that flew over Fort McHenry. And the Star Spangled Banner was born. To Joe. How are you going to get up this wall? That's what I want to know.
Not me going up. Mom takes a long way.
We're heading up the hill to the cannons. There's Buki up there already. This is where the British were 10 miles off, and then they came within 2 miles of Fort McHenry before our cannons put them back. That's the British ships. That's Fort McHenry.
Get the flag. How you gonna get the flag?
Cannons. Out here are the British ships. There's a big cannon. Look at the size of that one, Buck. $57,000.
That's it. 35.
1969. The Marine Memorial. There's the flag on Iwo Jima, Mount Suribachi. 4 Marines. That was 5 Marines.
Come on, stand there.